Douglas Cooling and Heating, serving the Birmingham area for 38 years. 988-3706. That's Douglas.
This is the Weather Xtreme video for Sunday, December the 26th. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters, and happy day after Christmas. Let's get right to some sky cams and take a snow tour around Alabama. How about Trussville? Wow, look at that shot right there. Boy, looks like that road could be a little slick. And how about Hamilton? And a shot from Stratus Station's camera up there, and that's a little bit to the just to the northwest of the city of Hamilton. And then another shot from North Alabama in Decatur, and certainly got a nice snow there. And then one final shot of some snow, not quite as much snow, but down at Opelika, and they had some snow as well. The storm system that produced our snow yesterday is now along the Carolina coastline, and that is about to wreak havoc from the Carolinas all the way up to New England over the next day or so. And along with that, we have a very deep trough in the upper atmosphere over the southeastern United States and basically the eastern third of the country. And that trough, of course, bringing lots of cold air. Look at these temperatures. Wow. A lot of minus values, single-digit values up there in Canada and the north-central part of the United States, and the freezing line all the way down into and bisecting the southeastern U.S. Across central Alabama, temperatures generally around the freezing mark, ranging from about 26 or so there at Fort Payne and to about 32 at Tuscaloosa. So a nice little range, but some snow showers still occurring. You can see some of those double stars that indicate the snow. And on radar, we can see a few of them, most of them showing up near the radar because snow is kind of tough to pick up on radar because the flakes are small. There's the watch warning map, and you can see there's a lot of warnings. Those are primarily the blue ones. The pink ones, advisories, and then the wind advisories or cold advisories are the browns. So definitely a lot of advisories, watches, and warnings being created by that storm system as it moves up the east coast of the United States. And of course, on the precip map, you can see most of the precipitation is going to be right along the coastline or just generally offshore. So they're looking at quite a snowstorm up there. All right, the 060 GFS model run is the latest, and there's our storm as it continues to move from its current position in the along the Carolina coast up to just past, well, the mid-Atlantic states, let's say, by noontime. In the upper atmosphere, we've still got that big trough. It's beginning to advance off by tomorrow at noon off the east coast of the United States, and we got a little short wave coming through, but I think the atmosphere is going to be cold and dry, so I don't think that's going to really give us much in the way of problems. So when we look down underneath the upper flow on Monday, you can see that we're just plain cold. By Tuesday, the trough is off into the Atlantic, and we're becoming a little bit more southwesterly. So even though Monday will be cold, Tuesday we will start the day cold, but we will begin a warming process. And by Wednesday, we've got a little short wave coming through the into the western Gulf, and that is giving us establishing a nice southwesterly flow. And of course, moisture returning off to our west, but that looks like Wednesday will primarily be a dry day, perhaps maybe some small chance for some small showers late in the day or into the evening hours on Wednesday. Thursday, the trough to the west begins to deepen pretty significantly, and that helps to enhance the ridge over the eastern half of the country, so we warm up nicely. Look at the 540 line up into the mid-Atlantic states in Pennsylvania by Thursday, and so the thicknesses warm quite nicely, and with that southwesterly flow, we're going to warm up very nicely into Wednesday and Thursday. And of course, with that, the precipitation, GFS suggesting the precipitation is primarily to our west, but it's right on our doorstep. The trough to the west begins to inch our way, and it also is digging just a little bit more, and that helps to enhance the ridge over us. And of course, that keeps the precipitation, since it's not moving that much, it keeps the precipitation at least close to us. So I think better chances for precipitation are Thursday and possibly into Friday. But of course, that's creating a very interesting storm system for the central part of the country. And if people are heading home for New Year's weekend, that could create some travel issues for them. The trough moves on into the western Great Lakes, which just drags everything kind of into our area, but it's not going to push it through very strongly. And of course, the cold air stays off to our northwest. And by Sunday, a week from today, the 2nd of January, 2011, the main storm systems are off to our north. We're under a bit of a sort of not a strong southwesterly flow and not exactly a zonal flow, a little kind of hybrid in there. And that, of course, keeps the cold air to our north and keeps us fairly mild, but also keeps us in a somewhat of a wetter pattern. Looking out into voodoo country, the pattern doesn't change that much. Around the 6th, we've got that strong closed low over New England and southeastern Canada, and we've got this cutoff over Baja. And then in addition to that, on the 10th, we've got a fairly strong ridge, so that would suggest at least the first part of January is going to be somewhat mild. Well, thanks for tuning in to the Weather Xtreme video. I hope that you have had a very Merry Christmas, and hasn't the snow been absolutely wonderful? Really enjoyed it. I didn't get a white Christmas at my place in Helena, but we did have snow just for the better part of the day. And of course, this morning I woke up to some snow showers. Well, I hope that you have a great day. We'll expect to have the next Weather Xtreme video posted by around 8 o'clock on Monday morning. In the meantime, Godspeed.
Each day there are new stories to tell about the people who live here and the place we call home.
All of the faces that I see, all of the places close to me, they're all part of all the best things about home.
Sharing your stories on ABC 3340, Alabama's news leader.